And then this is where the drama starts. All right, so 3 laps to go, coming to get the 2 to go at the line. We had a 3 wide situation. Matt Crafton's up on the outside. Nick Sanchez is kind of in the middle lane. And to me, it just appeared that they both kind of came into each other, caused a big accordion wreck, and then drama from there, right? I mean, that's how I see the wreck, right? Matt Crafton and Nick Sanchez kind of just came together. Is that how you see it? Do you see it different than the way I see it? It's just a racing incident?
Yeah, absolutely. I see it the same way that Ross Chastain had that little incident that he had with Lyle Gregson and Talladega 1. Chastain saw an opening, he went for it, and Lyle didn't have enough time to close the door. And that's honestly the same thing that happened. I mean, just it's one of those things, man. It's super speedway racing, right?
Yeah, I would agree. 100%. And then after the race, I'll talk about the winner here in a second, but after the race, Nick Sanchez is walking, in his words, walking back to his hauler and gets cheap shotted by Matt Crafton. I'm sure everybody's seen the video, the footage, bloody eyes on Nick Sanchez, some expletives that we probably shouldn't share here today on YouTube. I guess where I'm going with this Nick Sanchez, Matt Crafton drama is, I guess, 2 things. First off, we watched a little clip from Door Bumper Clear, and I'm just going to be honest, Freddie Kraft and Brett Griffin, they've showed no substance to the sport of racing. These guys call for just the weirdest, dumbest takes, in my opinion. I don't know how you guys feel. You guys probably love them. You probably appreciate their opinions. I think they're absolutely dumb. We're arguing over this incident for what was it? We watched a video for 5 minutes, and they were just arguing about what a sucker punch and a cheap shot was. Not about what happened or the incident or anything, just purely discussing this cheap shot situation. I don't know what to think about this whole fight thing. I do know what to think about this. We've said it several times on this channel this season alone. Driver boxing, man. Where's the damn driver boxing? You're gonna fine these guys money for fighting in the pits, right? Who's wrong, who's right, doesn't matter, right? Throw that right out the window. It's the whole point that they fought, and now you're gonna fine them for it. Why can't we do damn driver boxing? If Matt Crafton's got a problem with Nick Sanchez, or vice versa, let's go to a NASCAR official. Let's go settle this like men, and let's throw some damn gloves on, and let's go fight. And let's televise this damn thing and get it over with now. No fines involved. Maybe a little bit of hurt feelings, but then nobody's bloody. Nobody's screaming, yelling. It's not going to bleed over to Homestead like Nick Sanchez precursored. I mean, am I on point here with this thought? I mean,
yeah, because what's the point in a fight when you go and just blindside somebody? You know? Nick didn't have anything to stand on right there. He just got blindsided. And I tend to believe Nick over Matt with his tweet that he put out on Twitter, claiming that words were exchanged and it was civil at first and then it got heated and then there was warnings and he didn't abide. So then I just punched him in the face. I don't think that happened. I think that I truly believe Nick got blindsided. Because this truly, I mean, it's not their first incident on track all year, right? They've been door banging and rubbing all year long. There's not a single incident I can point out to you at this moment, but we all know that there was a little rivalry there going on. And Matt Crafton knew that, he's a veteran of the series, and he felt the need to go and punch a dude in the face to stroke his ego. Honestly, that's all what this is about, is stroking his own ego. And so I tend to believe Nick. And honestly, and in this whole thing right here, why would Nick, in this whole situation here, why would Nick purposely try to wreck himself?
He's got everything to lose. He's in the playoffs still.
Exactly. My freaking point here is that Crafton is just out there racing for wins at this point. Second places don't mean anything to him because he's not in the championship, right? Nick is. Why would why would Nick purposefully go out there and try and rough up the field like that? The answer is he doesn't, and he did it. He made a racer's move. Crafton got butthurt, and he came over and blindsided him, going down pit lane in civilian clothes, by the way, not even in his suit or anything.
Next point. Yep.
He just blindsided him.
Yeah, that leads me to my next point. Is Nick Sanchez still in his racing gear? He had no intention of fighting, in my opinion, because if you were still in your racing gear, he's probably heading to his hauler to go change, getting into normal clothes. Matt Crafton, sitting in normal clothes, he had time to go change, think about it, and then go act on it. Nick Sanchez is coming back to his hauler to change to go home. So whatever Matt Crafton says, I don't believe, because if Nick Sanchez wanted to fight, he would have been done in the hauler, changed, got ready to go fight him. And that's what Crafton did.
Yeah. He went to his trailer, changed, let it fester, and then blew up. That's what he did. There was no exchange of words. There wasn't. It didn't happen.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's just, I mean, I feel like all these drivers go through this stage some point towards the end of their career, and Matt Crafton's in that stage. He just lost it.
Yeah.
And you got another guy who's early 20s out here trying to win truck races, competing for a championship, and then he let something that does... At the end of the day, man, you finish second place at Talladega, or you wreck trying to win. For Crafton, it means nothing. Nick Sanchez has the world to lose here. So why would Nick Sanchez want to start something with someone not racing him for the championship? So...
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it doesn't matter if it's a sucker punch, cheap shot, whatever the hell you want to call it. Shouldn't happen. And if Matt Crafton had an issue, he should have went to a NASCAR official, said, "Let's get some boxing gloves out, bring Nick over here, let's duke this out like men, and let's settle it now and here and there." But fortunately, now they both get fined, and now it's gonna fester on to Homestead. Hopefully, it doesn't.
And that's
the biggest
BS
problem.
too.
That is the ultimate problem right there. Is it's gonna bleed over to a future week.